this year won't end until Buddha invites me to the
Nalima,
show. Yeah,
that's-
like I told my mom this thing.
yeah.
Because I told you behind the scenes, of course, I'm going to tell you how you know me. Because you think you know me from TikTok.
Yeah, because I know you from TikTok. And for me, I love your content so much on
Yeah.
TikTok. When you get here, you're like, no, I also have got a YouTube channel. I'm like, I don't know. I only know you from TikTok.
Yeah.
But then again, I meet a lot of
people,
and
exactly.
people who like share the type of content that you share, I gravitate towards them because it's like-mindedness. I love entrepreneurship. I love making money online. I love sharing information with others, how to make money for themselves. I love encouraging people to start businesses, and that's exactly what you're doing.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, first of all, it's an honor, and thank you so much. You don't know how much, for me to actually be here, I used to follow you religiously. From YFM days all the way to...
Are you serious?
Oh, yeah. Buddha, we were working at Urban Brew together. I used to be a TV presenter because of you. When you were doing...
Were you on your TV?
I was on It's for Life. I
You
used to
lie.
work with Bralori and things like that. You actually, let me tell you the story.
Okay,
let me tell you.
tell me.
Let me tell you.
We've got time, don't
okay,
worry,
let me
share
tell you how we met. Then we're going to get into this, right? So you were on YFM, and then when you were YFM, you did the whole Pusha Panda. Pusha Panda. But in high school, they used to call me Pushers. Right? I'm a pusher. Like people that sell cigarettes, I'm a sweetie, whatever. I used to be one of those pushers. So they
Same
used to
here,
yeah, so that's what I used to do. Yeah, things like that. So I listened to to like the way that you used to hustle on radio, and I was like, this guy sounds exactly like me, right? So I started following you, but I went overseas, of course. There was other things. I used to play professional football and other stuff that I used to do, so I went overseas. So I lost in touch of your content. When I came back to South Africa, obviously I got depression and all of those things, got over it because I don't know what to do but sports or, you know, the hustle side, and now I need to get a job in order for me to sustain what I was doing as an adult in my 20s. Then I started following your content, and I started a clothing line called Pusha Panda, right? I started a clothing line called Pusha Panda because of you, and then I started TV presenting because of Bo, Scoop Makatini, and the guys, Forever Young, right? I was like, I love this thing. You know, this is what I could do, right? So I quit my job right there and then, and I started... Lungster, right? Yeah. I quit my job right there and then, in the middle of like... I don't know how I'm going to pay my rent or whatever. I'm staying with my partner at the time, and I was like, yo, I don't want to do this anymore, quit my job. Because of what I was listening, like, you were like, if you don't love what you're doing, then you're wasting your time. There was things that you used to say is your problem is. Your biggest problem. Like, the biggest problem is that you make excuses. You what, and I was like, yeah, I'm making excuses, you know. Quit my job, and I started being a TV presenter. The story is too long to actually get into it. Did It's for Life, and then while we were shooting It's for Life, you were shooting Friends Like These. I don't know, out of nowhere, Buddha, you stepped from stage, you came to me, and you're like, yo, you know when you want to be a presenter, you have to do... I'm like...
Are you serious?
I'm serious. You gave me like advice. Yeah, you must always be yourself. Don't worry. Like nobody... go speak to her, go give her advice. You just came from stage. I think you saw how fascinated I was by you, like looking at you presenting, you know? And then you spoke, you said sharp, gone, right? Then you launched More Fire, right? When you launched More Fire, and then you had that beautiful car that I still want right now, the Porsche, right?
Oh, the Porsche.
Yeah, you had the beautiful car. You used to
The
come
one I
and
gave
smell.
away.
Yeah, did you give it away?
I think I gave away the black one. I had a white one.
Yeah, you had a white one.
Anyway, those were the days.
Yeah.
I just driving my van.
So, because these things don't matter anymore, right? You grow up and you realize what's important, right? But I need to drive it once in a while. Just once.
And you have to.
Yeah,
you
like
have
just
to.
once in my life. And then it launched, and we met. I finished shooting. I was like, yo, Buddha, I need whatever. You're like, yeah, I'm just gonna go to Nolene quickly. I'm shooting with Nolene. When I come back, if you can wait for like that 2 hours, it took 6 hours. The same way that I was waiting now. I waited. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna be patient. You came out, gave me advice, gave me Amakens, like, you know.
You lie, More Fire cans. Yeah.
Give me Amakens, and they were still new. Like I was like, I'm never gonna drink this.
More Fire
like,
was still new.
You're still new then. And then you gave opportunities of selling the More Fire, right? But there was your distribution was like, you know,
we didn't even have a distribution.
Right? Like
it was
you
tough.
couldn't get, like, it was tough. Like so, but I found ways of actually getting it, right? Then I started selling More Fire, right? from in the vault, people know in the vault. Started selling more fire, and then after that, I was like, okay, now what? You know. And then obviously I started learning about events coordinating, and I became one of the biggest events coordinators that you can think of. Started hosting like festivals and everything else. Opened up offices in the VAL. Started signing artists. I don't know what I was doing half of the time. It was just money just coming out of my pocket, and it was just a horrible experience, but a beautiful experience at the same time, because I was not chasing the money at the end of the day. It was just a passion that I just love doing. You know, eventing. You know, you could there's jock, there's this, there's that that you have
it's
to
a lot
pay.
of work.
There's a lot of work. At the end of the day, it rains.